Hey everybody, here again, another one. Today we're here to check out annoying characters, and of course you know I have to get my boy on this one because reasons. But hey, other than that, like I didn't have to do you like that. I'm sorry. You know what's funny? He picked this video. That joke was he picked this. I just made the joke off of it. But I guess we're about to get into this. But hey, I guess before I get started, make sure to go to that post about the shows to vote for the next series reaction. Also go over to that other post that suggests other things to watch. I can make another voting poll of those afterwards. Anything goes. Whatever four gets the most likes gets voted on for the polls. So let's get into this.
Annoying characters. There are some characters that had to be written just so you understand I should not be like this character, and some of them are written.
He's not annoying.
Annoying as possible.
Annoying
like, that
orange,
was the entire point.
Well,
some of them just piss.
Well, annoying is annoying orange. Is it just like early 2000s YouTube like over exaggerated annoying?
It's like knock.
Gotcha. Okay then.
Me off or whatever.
Where it's like knock.
I think we should start with Eric Carmen.
Gotcha.
Let's be honest. Nobody likes.
Okay, he was gonna talk about Eric.
Just a menace.
Hey!
He literally knows what he's doing, bro. He has committed so many crimes throughout the show. Like he is pretty much in the big leagues.
He's committed more than the celebrity guests that they put on South Park. Like this man murdered a child's parents and put them in jail.
Well, no, he didn't murder him.
He orchestrated the murder.
Yeah.
Either way, you have to be a diabolical child to do that to somebody. And then didn't he spin the block at like seasons later saying who his father really was?
Wait, no,
and then he was mad that his dad was a ginger.
No, Lenny, he didn't have any remorse that he killed his own father. He was just pissed off that his father was a ginger.
He's like, but thankfully my mom's genes, so I don't have to reset. I know that's the main thing you bring up with Cartman's the fact that he just hates gingers every single time. Didn't this man didn't they prank him to make him think he was ginger in one episode, and then like this man started the daggone the triple Ks of gingers or something, bro. Like this man, he can't pick a side if it's not the side that he already sees himself on. He can't stand on anything at all.
There was this episode where they were doing there was a new teacher in the class and they were doing debates, and like the tears was going down the list. It's like all the winners of the debates having Carmen, like, and Carmen's like, that's right, and Kyle's like, no you don't, you just get pissed off and leave. Like, that's not true. And they all started like attacking him, and it's like, well, screw you guys, and going home.
The thing is, like, when Carmen's annoying, it's like in the earlier to mid seasons of South Park, it was more funnier than anything. But it seems like in the later things, we just like kind of now realize just really how annoying he truly is to the people around him. Because that's at the point where you see how like damaged his mom really is. Like it's just beyond the regular like crack horror mom thing. At that point, you realize just how far deep down she messed up. Did she get better in like later seasons? Like she actually got more of a control on Carmen to some degree. Granted, you can't control Carmen, but like
I was about to say that
she became more parental. And I respect her for that. You know what I mean?
The menaces, bro. This dude needs to be stopped. And what's crazy is that his mom enables him. He will cry to his mom and like put on this act all the time that his life is so unfair. He's being treated unfairly, whatever.
Exactly, just victim cards.
Who also commits various hate crimes. But obviously, even though
a gun, your mom is insane.
Like, it just makes the show funny. Like that's the entire point. But Eric was such a menace that he wanted to get revenge on this kid called Scott Tenorman.
Yes, and the thing is, with the Peter Griffin thing you talked about, it's what I said earlier. Like, in the earlier seasons, yes, Carmen was annoying, but it made the show comedic. I feel like now he's got to a point where, yeah, it can still be seen as comedic of what he's doing, but now it's like overtly just getting more and more annoying as to...
He was like this ninth grader.
Maybe it's because we got older, and like we should like at first it was like funny and mature. Now we got older and we realize just like how terrible these things are.
This dude decides to kill his parents and feed him chili.
Technically, his dad
remains in the chili. Like what the fuck? Like I've never seen a character so deranged in my entire life. And this dude Scott Tenorman.
And then he did like na. I made you eat your parents.
Like what the hell is wrong with this kid? Like Jesus Christ.
Bro, imagine seeing that episode when it first came out.
Remorse. None at all. Absolutely insane, man. Now we got President Snow from Hunger Games. Just look at him, bro. Like, I want to punch his ass in the face. All right,
He's an
this
ass
dude's
from
OG,
Hunger
bro.
Games.
He's old as
Have you seen Hunger Games?
And for those of you that
Nope.
haven't seen
Neither have
Hunger
I.
Games,
Okay,
this
talk to
dude
me.
was the ruler of Panem. He was the one running the entire
Was he like some Squid
operation. Now, I
Games
haven't
manager
seen the
type
Hunger
deal?
Games since like
I don't know, I didn't
2018,
see it.
so it's been
I'm
a minute.
just
And he
making
made
general
the
statements.
Hunger
I'm not
Games
asking
to
you.
instill fear and keep control over all the districts, and this guy just had zero problems with people just killing each other in the games. Like, he was totally fine with it. He would just sit there and act like nothing was happening, bro. Like, I know
now-
he was written
what?
to be like pure evil, but I don't know. This guy just fucking pissed me off, bro. I just had to say it. Now we have Heather from Total Drama. She was like
I can
the
agree with this.
stereotypical me.
Okay, okay, I've only seen like a little bit of the things that she does, but the thing is, I always see her get karma too. So like, how bad is she for real? Because I've always seen her get got back by someone or something in the show. So like, how bad was she really? Like, give me some examples as to show me
Now that
how
I'm
bad
thinking
this
about
is.
it, she did always get karma.
That's what I'm saying. It's one thing for a character to be annoying, but it's another thing if they're annoying, but they get some form of karma. Cartman's
Wait.
different because he almost never gets karma for his actions, so it makes it more annoying.
Replace
When
Heather with Chris. Then that's who you should.
I don't know anyone from. I don't know most people, if anyone from Total.
Basically,
I haven't seen it.
he's the egotistical jerk who runs the games.
Oh,
and basically
Chris. Oh, my bad. No,
Yes.
I know him. My bad. There are so many people that I just didn't. I couldn't remember almost anyone's name. But what are you saying? Yeah, him.
No,
Is she-
basically on the first challenge, he basically had to jump off a like a pretty high cliff into shark infested water, and to test it out, he basically said, "We used up all our interns on the last shoot. Just do it. Don't be a big baby."
Wow. Okay, we used up all of our interns is an actually insane thing to say. Imagine doing that, thinking you're gonna get like some kind of film credits for something, and that's
Not
the way
even
you
get
go.
them.
But Sharks 2 is actually insane.
Girl in Total Drama. Like, she was that one girl in the friend group that
The
everybody.
crazy thing is, even if you fall from that distance, if you fall, that's then you're like concrete. If you hit the ground like that, if you don't dive correctly, you're already dead by the time you hit
That's
the
why
water.
like Olympic swimming pools like have jets under the water, so the water like moves around.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
if you
less-
fall from that distance with water that's definitely not regulated, like you're gonna die on impact. If you don't die, your body will not be able to swim you back up before the sharks get you.
wait, wait,
And hmm,
this guy was jumping off, and he basically was trying to do like a split. He landed in the water
oh
like that.
god. I mean, it's a cartoon show. It's an easy joke.
secretly
And then the fat
dislikes,
guy
and they
jumps
just pretend to like
creates
her
a
because
huge
she's
splash
popular.
up,
But yeah, she's
then
pretty much just
is wondering
rude,
where her
hungry for
swimsuit went.
attention. She'll
Wow.
manipulate a bunch of
Yeah,
players. in the
it's not the
show, and
one scene where
sometimes
he's just
it
like randomly naked
backfires.
doing a
Now,
victory
in
dance or
season
something.
1, she lost, which honestly she should.
I don't
lost,
think
and
so,
I'm
'cause
glad
he
she
was in
did,
the water.
because she was
I
just
don't
a
know.
snake,
I've
bro.
just seen
Like,
like
she'd
random out
always
of context
people
stuff for
over,
that
too.
dude
Even
just
if they
naked
were
for no
friends at
real
one
reason.
point, she didn't care. She would
Oh,
try and them over just to
Yeah,
win the
him.
show.
Like there's
But I
just
guess
like
in
there's like
season
2 or
two, she
3
ended
I've
up winning
seen.
the show,
Wait,
and
do you
people
mean when
were
he's
saying she had, like, some
sleepwalking
kind of
with the
character
bears?
development, and
I
people were
guess.
saying that
Was that
Heather was
him?
their favorite
Yes.
character. And I don't know, man. There's just
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
one of
better
them.
characters in my opinion. And even when I was a kid, I thought she was annoying as and I rewatched the show like 2 years ago, and that opinion definitely
Do people
still
think she was, like,
stands,
bad
at
or
least for
something?
me. Caillou. I mean, just look at him, bro. Like,
No. Absolutely no. This is what all black people think white kids act like. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even joking. This is the constant joke. Get any like black form of media from like the early 2000s and put a white kid in it with their parents. This is what they act like in all of those different variations. Like Caillou. Granted, we know it's not the case in most. I don't know because I've seen videos where it kind of is. But like, this is the kind of like stereotype where Caillou is how these kids will be acting in these old movies. Like, I don't know if you haven't seen the Boondocks, but it's literally a freaking episode where this kid is like Caillou throwing
Dude, you
stuff
showed
around
me
in
the
a store.
Boondocks.
Yeah, but I don't think I've shown you this. Like,
I
kid,
know that video. I know that video.
no, the one with the kid in the store.
Yeah, I know. You showed me it.
Yeah, and freaking granddad gave the mom the belt, and then the mom whooped the kid in the store. Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff they be doing like these early 2000s white
all he
kids
does
stuff.
is just cry and whine when
Granted,
he doesn't get
he's
his
4,
way, and his
okay? I
parents
get
just
it.
completely enable
He's
it.
4?
Like, this kid has to be
Yeah.
the biggest spoiled brat in all of
I
cartoons.
thought he was
There's
7.
no way.
Yeah,
anybody
granted
is
he's
convincing
4.
you
I'll give him that
otherwise.
much
This
leniency.
kid would
Plus, I
throw
think he
a
has like a
temper
mental
tantrum
problem
pretty
or
much
something.
every episode. Got mad one time because the circus wasn't today, but instead it was tomorrow.
Like
Oh
it's
my
honestly
God,
just
the
some.
world's
It's
ending.
honestly
He was
just stuff
throwing
kids
his toys
do. But
around,
let's be
crying.
honest.
banging his hands on the ground, whatever. Like, damn, bro, it's not that deep. It's literally tomorrow. I get it. This dude's like, what, 4? But still, he is annoying, regardless.
Yeah, but that's just kids, though. Any
Bro,
4-year-old can be
doesn't
annoying
get
in
his
real
way.
life.
And his parents just
All of
let
us
this
were
shit
annoying at
happen.
one point
Like,
as a
they'll just be
toddler.
like,
Let's be
"Oh,
honest
little
here.
Caillou, it's okay." And
Even
you
if
would
not
think, maybe
intentional.
the parents put like a punishment in place for Caillou. I do not recall them ever punishing this kid.
Exactly. Like, the thing is with him, you don't even gotta go full belt. You know what I mean? Like, that's not to whoop a 4-year-old, to me at least, seems a bit OD. You know what I mean? Granted, I think the first time I was whooped, I was like 2. And granted, looking on like the outside in, yeah, it was like a pretty like it was a bad situation, but it's like it wasn't a situation of malicious intent. It was something that was like, because I think my mom said like I had a diaper, but like I accidentally like, oh shoot, they're trying to like potty train me. I think like I still went in the diaper by accident, but like I tried to take it off and like clean it off or something myself in the bathroom, like it trailed across the carpet or something, and that's what happened. If I remember correctly, that's what my mom told me. So like, yeah, I get it. But like whooping a 4-year-old, to me, I don't think a kid gets whooping rights for me personally until they reach like 6. And I think at that point, I can definitely tell if we're doing something out of like pure malicious intent, like not just tantrums and not just being a baby. Like at that point, you know for the most part what you're doing and what to and to not to do before you get whooping rights. And granted, I wouldn't really feel moral whooping the kid that little, especially one that like it would be really easy to hurt them because they don't got no body
Okay.
defense yet.
Okay. I don't feel bad about hitting the kid, but if I see a kid acting like Cartman,
Yeah, Cartman's old enough. He's 8 or 9. He's old enough to get whooping rights. That's what I'm saying. Like he's to the age where whooping is necessary. Caillou is 4. 4 you can, depending on just really just how your parents. But to me, I don't think 4 is old enough or warranted enough to do that. 4, yeah, you get to talking to. Maybe you'll get like a flick to the chest, or like something like a deaf look in the eyes, or something, or like you'll get stuff taken away. But like a full on whooping, because you got to remember, dude, like I keep forgetting how like really small babies and toddlers are until I see my younger cousins. When I see how small they are and how like easy it would be to really hurt these dudes, like it like to me, I wouldn't be able to hold back, especially with like how angry parents can be when they do it as well. Like you got to be holding back if you're doing it too, because like it's different when the kid's like 8 or 9, 'cause they at least got some form of body on them. But a little kid, like a toddler, it hurts them a lot more.
And if they
Like
did,
falling
maybe it was
over
like
will
1 or 2
hurt them.
times.
Like you
Like,
get what
how
I
about you
mean?
actually punish your kid for being a brat, so he can actually learn
Just put him in the corner at
future
least.
to
Like I didn't
grow
even
out
do
of
that
And let's
much.
just say his parents buy Caillou a red BMW. He got his license. That's great. He's just gonna cry and be like, "I wanted a blue one. I wanted a blue." Like, shut the. And I watched this absolute crybaby as a kid, and for whatever reason,
Did you watch Caillou like
4-year-old
that?
me was
Nope.
on his side.
My
And
brother
now that I'm
watched
older,
a little
I
bit of it.
realize
I
that
don't
this
remember
dude
watching
is
it.
a spoiled
I was
brat. But
backyardigans
another
with Fireman
character that
Sam.
I liked
Exactly.
as a
I was
kid somehow,
backyardigans all
Annoying
day. What are you
Orange.
talking
This
about?
dude was just annoying. Like, that was the entire purpose.
But
And
granted,
as a
that's the
kid,
premise
I
of the
thought
show.
Annoying Orange was absolutely hilarious. I thought Annoying Orange was the pinnacle of comedy. But in
Wow.
reality, it was brain rot before brain rot.
It
this
was.
thing has probably done irreversible damage to my brain cells. Now, I found Annoying Orange through Cartoon Network, and everybody
It looks like
thought,
a
"Wow, man,
YouTube
this is gonna be a hit."
skit
Yeah, it was
or
Everybody
something.
over at Cartoon Network was like, "Oh my god,
For the
this
longest time, I
thing
thought
is a
Annoying
YouTube
Orange
viral sensation.
was voiced
Everyone's
by
gonna love it."
Fred.
But the show aired for like 2 seasons and got terrible reviews.
Fair.
And nobody actually f***ed with the show, besides 6-year-old me. I loved it. But after seeing videos about Annoying Orange over on TikTok and how it was so nostalgic, I went back to it, I think like a couple years ago, and I don't understand how I used to watch this. Like, it blows my mind.
I mean,
But
you're a kid.
guess
I
that
feel
was
like
the
that's a
point.
lot.
He
That
was
comes with a
supposed
lot
to
of
be annoying
things.
as
Like,
possible.
have you seen Fanboy and Chum Chum as like recently?
I haven't seen
Have you seen it at all?
maybe an episode or 2, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, like I've seen Fanboy and Chum Chum. Granted, when I was a kid, I thought it was like peak and everything like that. Like watching it like right now as an adult, it's like you can tell it's very much more kiddier than it seems.
Okay,
Like it very
Ben.
much it didn't grow up with the audience that it had. It very much had the audience that it was and did not get older with it.
Okay,
And
Ben.
granted, it was great for when it was, and to this day, it's not a bad show. It's just the fact that like unless you really rocked with it it will work for you. But like if you really only saw it in like bits and pieces, and like you watch it as an adult, it's the character is like it's really dumb, but I still liked it. You know what I mean? It's an odd combination. But go ahead.
Ben 10 for me. Like
But Ben 10, like it wasn't really a kids show. Like that thing felt like
no,
like
like
Justice League was like a technically kids show, but then again you could watch it as an adult and be perfectly fine. That's what it felt like to
like
me.
literally Ben 10. Like when I watched it as a kid, I was like, oh my god, this is funny. Now, like I rewatched it like a month or two ago, and I was like, God damn,
Yeah, I didn't watch Ben 10, honestly. And the
how is
thing
this
of
a kid show?
yeah, I know. The thing is though, I can watch Cartoon Network. That was the main thing. Like you always ask me why haven't I seen such and such? Literally, if you name me a Cartoon Network show that existed between 2005 and like 2000
Generator
and
Rex,
yeah, I
Batman
haven't
Brave
seen
and the
those.
Bold.
No, the only Cartoon Network shows that I've seen since I was allowed to actually watch was Gumball, Adventure Time, and even then, like most of what I saw was Gumball. I saw completely on my own. Adventure Time was through reactions. What's something else that I've watched? I've seen some of regular show, but that's also through reactions. I don't think I've seen anything else. I think I've seen those three. Then maybe something else I'm forgetting about, but maybe a little bit of Steven Universe. Not the whole, maybe like the first
We
season and like
are the
part of the second
crystal
one.
gems.
Other than that, I don't know a dang thing about like most of the thing. The thing is, I know. Like the thing is, people are like, "Why didn't you see this?" Like I know these are peak shows. I'm aware how great these things are beloved. I just couldn't watch them because I was not allowed to. Granted, Avatar, I could watch, but I didn't know it existed until
The
like
Last
my
Airbender.
until like my aunt randomly had it on as a child, and like I didn't even know what it really was. Like, I like knew what it was, but I didn't really know like what it was about. That's why I didn't know. And granted, at that point, I was watching Ninja Turtles. Like I already had my thing at the time that was not Avatar. Like that 2012 version. That's what I was really like a fan of when I was a kid. And I watched like Disney XD. I watched a lot of like most of Disney XD stuff. I remember even the stuff that only had like a season or two. And
Marionette.
like the yes, I know I didn't see it, but I know like what it is, and like I've seen a few
Lab Rats.
episodes.
Kicking
Yes,
it.
I saw all Lab Rats. Didn't see Kicking It. The sitcoms. I didn't watch many of the full sitcoms because I watched mostly cartoons. By the time I watched sitcoms, the first thing I watched was Lab Rats. And that's because it was an interesting concept to me. Because I already watched a bunch of cartoons. Lab Rats was like fictional enough, and it wasn't like a regular sitcom to me. You know what I meant? It was easy for me to
Uh,
engage in, given the things that I've already watched. I could watch
also,
a sitcom like Jesse. I've seen Jesse and like Vacation when like Disney was like the only thing on the TV, but I like Jesse. I've seen Liv and Maddie a little bit. I've seen a little bit of here and there, but I have not seen like every single sitcom from beginning to end.
can I just say the premise for Lab Rats like is so funny to me because they had to basically go into the studio and be like said, okay, we're talking about a millionaire who has superpowered kids in his basement that are locked and go on dangerous missions that can get themselves killed.
Sounds about right. I mean, hey, I mean, I'm watching Lab Rats on the Patreon. I mean, one day I'm gonna get right back into really picking that, but I gotta get through a lot of other stuff first. Maybe I'll rewatch it and see some things I didn't notice the last time.
So he's gonna make the list. Now we got DW from Arthur. DW
Okay, I don't really know what all she did. I didn't watch Arthur like that as a kid.
Just be mean to Arthur. And as a kid,
Granted, I wasn't really much of a PBS kid.
but I somehow liked.
I've seen it every now and again, but I was not heavy PBS kids.
Arthur and the family went to this fancy restaurant.
I feel like with PBS kids, I've only seen like a few episodes of each show.
And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I liked spinach either. It was garbage. But Arthur already
what?
knew
Spinach is good. Just saute that thing up.
Served a plate of spinach. Then she just starts saying to herself over and over again.
Not gonna lie, someone feeds you like raw spinach leaves, they don't like you.
And then she starts flipping out and she's like, I hate spinach. And she just fucking slams the table. And the spinach.
Why do you
just
put
hits
mushrooms
the
in
waiter
spinach?
the head. I'm leaving. I'm not putting in a 2 weeks notice.
I'm sorry, I can't put raw mushrooms in my
if
salad.
a plate of spinach lands on my head, I'm done. I'm not putting up with that.
Mushrooms
type
are
of shit.
good.
Then her parents.
Yeah, they are,
her
but
full
raw
name.
mushrooms, like not even like the grilled ones or the like the
you know what? At least
sauced
they
up
sent her
seasoned
to
ones.
her
Like
room.
no,
You know, they're actually
I'm only
punishing
eating
her
those
for
grilled
doing
up and
that. But yeah,
seasoned
once
ones. I'm not
again,
eating
she
raw
is
mushrooms.
Just a kid, but nah, dude, that was crazy, bro. I can't lie. But you know what? At least the parents did something about it. Player 44 from Squid Game. Like,
Didn't
I
see
just
Squid
didn't
Game.
like her. Like, she
Neither
was
have I.
always trying to be like this.
The thing is, I know what
psychic
happens with
future
Squid Game
teller or
stuff. Like
whatever.
every
And she was
season, people
convinced that
say
pretty
what the
much
heck
she had
happens
some
online.
spiritual alignment with the universe, and she was able to just see the entire universe from start to finish. She knew that she was gonna win the game. You know, it was her destiny from God. Okay, she did not win the game, and not only that,
Yeah,
she was just
of
an
course.
asshole. Like one moment I remember.
But that's
in
Squid
particular,
Game. Every
she
Squid
went
Game
up
season, I
to
feel like there's always at
Dean
least
after
one
his
that people mention the
rebellion of
most.
Games, and he was like handcuffed to one of the beds, and she goes up to him and she's like, "Oh, can you hear that noise? It's the sound of your little friend screaming to you from the dead. Oh my God. Who
What?
does that? Like, what the hell is wrong with?" And
Also, where'd you get
just
the cuffs
starts
from?
swinging. And honestly, this is a justified crash out. I can't even lie. And even as I was watching the show, just hearing her say that just pissed me off so much. Like, who in the right mind says that? And she would just do stuff like that throughout the entire
That's
show.
like
She was
some
always trying to make some
conquest
kind of
type
wise-ass
imitation
remark or
tactics.
bitchy remark just to get under people's skin. So for those reasons, I just did not like her at all. Next, we got Susan Heffley. And now Susan Heffley is the definition
Okay, she's a
of
mother.
parent, bro. You cannot
Annoying.
convince me otherwise. And the
Not
best
really
way I can
annoying,
describe
just
Susan Heffley is that one parent.
Cringe mom at sometimes. You know what I mean?
Just
Okay,
tries
no,
way
literally,
too
the
hard to
father
be
is like
cool.
away
And
doing his own thing. The mother,
Cringe suburban mom. That's all I can say about her.
No, okay,
Annoying, not really.
also, I love how they didn't put who's the other kid's parent? Who's the other kid? Rowley's parents, because
Roderick?
Rowley.
Rowley. Oh, I thought you meant
Because
his brother.
His parents have a justified reason for hating Greg.
Yeah, Greg was a terrible person. Granted, he was a middle schooler. Let me rephrase that. A middle schooler that was trying to be cool middle schooler. Let's put it in that perspective. So Greg is more annoying than the mom. The mom to me is like that mom that will try and say young words to be hip with the kids, as she likes to say. That's the vibe I get from her. It's not really annoying, it's just like cringe. And granted, like that's just how like a lot of like these situations are when it comes to like moms and their kids. Like moms will always be cringe to you at least one time in life. At least one good time. Let's be so for real. The thing is with me, my mom's told me she's actively trying to embarrass me, but I'm so nonchalant. Not nonchalant. I'm so like unaffected by just cringe experiences that like when she's tried, she's failed. Because I go along with it, and then like at that point we're just having fun.
a lot of times she embarrasses Roderick and Greg, but mainly Greg, to be honest with you. I don't know what issue she had with Greg, but she was just doing the most to try to embarrass him all the time.
But that wasn't
And she
really
would
like
play favorites, of course.
intentional
Whenever
though.
Manny
Like,
would do something, she didn't even care about
it
it.
just
Like, she
didn't. It didn't
let this
seem
kid
like
just
annoying
smash a
stuff.
dish, didn't even say a word about it. He blamed that shit on his imaginary friend, and she just let it slide. But when Greg and Roderick get in trouble, that's when she cares. That's when she finally.
Yeah, but that's
steps
just
in.
classic
To be fair,
siblings.
okay,
That's
to be
But
fair,
for the most
to be fair,
part, bro,
one
she was
broke
just a
place and
terrible parent.
blamed it on
Very
imaginary
biased
friend.
towards Manny
One threw a
and
house
just
party.
overall really controlling.
And
Now
broke
we got
the door.
Sadness from Inside Out. I don't
Really?
know why. Sadness just annoyed me. This one, some of you
She
might
was the
disagree
goat
with
that
me.
movie.
And now, overall, just
Literally
when I get
the-
sad, I just hate the emotion.
You're actually
I
like
just
a-
hate
like,
being sad.
she's
I mean,
supposed to be
it
the
sucks,
manifestation
it's
of her
annoying.
emotion.
I mean, it's an emotion.
Yeah,
What the
they
hell are you
all
gonna do
are.
about it, though? It's impossible to be 100% happy.
Everyone's the
24/7.
manifestation
But
of their
throughout the
emotion.
movie, she
You
literally
can't help
would just
that.
try to make everything depressing. Like, you could give Sadness $1 million, and she would still find a way to be sad about it. But I mean, I guess
But that's
just
how it
her
works,
thing.
though.
I mean,
Granted, you
she
can
is
feel other
sadness
things,
after
but
all.
it's like that's your
regardless,
main
it's still
thing
annoying.
because that's what
Maybe
you're
I'm being
manifested
too much of a
for.
hater on this
Like,
one,
look at
but I don't
anger.
know. Another thing that she did, she
Yeah,
would always
anger can
mess
be
with
happy, but
Riley's
he's still
core
anger.
memories, and she would try to turn them into sad memories. Or sometimes she was just
She didn't try to, though. It was by accident.
Out of nowhere. And it was so much to the point where she had to get put in a little timeout corner. Like, Joy drew a circle for her.
Like, it was
and
all
called
by
it, like, the
accident,
circle
though. It
of
was not on
sadness.
purpose.
And she had to sit in there for the entire day. And at that point, Riley did.
Granted,
just
she
move,
wanted
so
to, but
I
like
guess
she
that would make
understood that
sense
like
why
I
she
don't,
was
I
sad.
can't touch
But
these
there is
things.
no reason for Sadness to just sit there and turn happy memories into sad ones. That's why I'm like, come on, bro. It just gets.
But
to
it
a
was
point. Like, you're
unintentional.
just
She wasn't
doing way
trying to
too
do
much,
that.
bro. Okay, now we
And
have
like literally,
Dwight from
sadness
The
and happiness
Office.
need
Now,
to
I don't know
coexist.
why
Like
it took me this long to start watching The Office.
you can never be
but
truly
I
happy if you
recently
don't
just started watching
experience
it.
sadness
And
and
this
you won't.
dude Dwight is already
What?
pissing me off. Like, I literally
Bro,
just
he's
finished
the
season
goated
1,
character
and
of
he's
The
already
Office,
annoying as
bro.
hell to me. Like, he
Ain't
just
no
Literally
raises
way.
his mic
He's
and
the
stuff.
best
And
character.
so far
Literally
from
was
what I've
bullied
seen,
in
this
the
dude
show.
literally wants to just act like he has power throughout The Office. This dude said, I'm the assistant regional.
Bro, he's the most hilarious character in The Office, next to like Michael Scott to me.
Wait,
If you,
best scene fight, the one where he sets off the like fire alarms.
yes, the best fun. When I tell you, my history teacher played that clip. I'd never seen The Office before that, mind you. When she plays that in history, and I've never seen The Office, she wants us to watch it just because she wants to like show her same interest. I was dying the entire scene
No,
because
okay.
these dudes are hopping through the roof, breaking windows with chairs. This man broke through the vending machine to take snacks out of it.
I'm not gonna
Dude.
lie, that's just me. That's just me.
No, this is Mike was like, everyone say come. This man was tweaking so fast. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my freaking life. I gotta rewatch that again
Then
someday.
Dwight was like,
even though he is
it was all
literally
a
just
test,
a regional
and Stanley just
manager's assistant.
collapses.
Like, pipe down, little bro. You're not him. And anything Mike didn't feel like doing, he would just let Dwight do it. And every time he did that, he would just let the power get to his head. Like, oh, looks like I'm making your schedule, man. Oh, looks like you're.
But it's hilarious though. It's not
like,
annoying.
Bro, just accept the fact that you are the regional manager's assistant and just move on with your day, bro. Just get your paycheck and leave, bro. Like, you don't have to try and make the job harder for everybody else. And he'll also just do petty shit for no reason, bro. And obviously, there's always going to be that one annoying dude at your job, so they kind of had to put.
It's a thing where it's like he's funny to watch, but annoying to deal with. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
that's
hilarious.
what it is.
But goddamn,
more
this
than
dude's
annoying.
Now we got Pearl from SpongeBob. Now,
yes.
every time I
didn't even watch SpongeBob as a kid, but from the clips I've seen, yeah, she's annoying.
Annoying ass cry, like every time she didn't get.
Dang, what the heck was that about?
Krabs would just give her everything that she wanted. Pearl has got to compete with the top 5 most annoying characters in existence. There's
she's
no
literally
way.
a teenage.
Like, she's got to be competing with.
Girl.
She's the teenage spoiled girl archetype. That's what it's all made for.
Pearl did have calm moments in certain episodes, but bro, mainly
that's early SpongeBob. Everyone had character development in early SpongeBob.
Temper tantrum, Mr. Krabs would just give her everything that she wanted, even money, which is what blows my mind. Mr. Krabs is giving her money.
Like, this man will give her the world and not give and sell SpongeBob's soul for yeah. He made the same joke as I was making the reference.
I can't even believe it, bro. That's ridiculous. But every time Pearl asks for something, Mr. Krabs.
If my boss ever does that and I make my way back from the underworld, I'm never working for him again.
Bro, it's not even a surprise that she's super materialistic, considering that Mr. Krabs is
her father.
Well, those are the most annoying characters, at least in my opinion. Watch this video.
Wow. The biggest bums in cartoons. Nah, Richard. I can't
wait. No, hold on. Why did they get a picture of me?
Which one would be you?
Garfield.
Wow. Okay. Nah, Richard can't be a bum in the world. You know why?
It's literally the universe will collapse.
Yes, at that point, Nicole no longer can complain about him not having a job. Before you could complain, but now you can't, because you know what will happen if this man even tries to get a job doing DoorDash.
Also, Homer is a bum on occasion, but literally
he has a job though. He's the only person making the money.
No, basically, he's working a job he hates just so he can provide for his family. Literally,
yeah.
When
he's
he found out
worked
Marge
100
was pregnant,
jobs almost. Like, he's worked a lot. Like, I think there was like one episode where he literally references every job he's had in like previous episodes. That list went on for a while.
And Rigby, no, I don't even need to say anything. He is.
Earlier season Rigby, yeah, but like I feel like he got character development. You know what I mean? From what I hear about Rigby, he got like crazy character development by the end. So like he at least grew to be better. Bum wise, it's like, yeah, he's a bum, but it's like he knew how to lock in when it mattered. I think that's the thing with Mordecai and Rigby. Like, yeah, they suck at the jobs they're supposed to do, but when it comes to doing the stuff that like saves the world, that's when they come in clutch. That's just this thing that sucks about having these dudes. Beast Boy. I mean, Teen Titans Go version, yeah, but I feel like it's a stretch.
The OG Teen Titans, no.
Yeah, granted they were all bums in Teen Titans Go, because literally they would sit in their house while freaking Power Rangers villains were taking over the city or something. Garfield's the only one on here that's like, Garfield and Beast Boy are the only ones on this thumbnail that are complete bums. But hey, I guess that's it for this one, y'all. Hope you have a good day, and God bless.